Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Seattle. Taken at the goal line. Down. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 15 now. Murray. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Throwing now is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Murray keeps it himself, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Murray on the sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 19 target, 18 runners, 18 runners.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 2. He'll find Metcalf, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Seahawks at 11-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Throw out wide to Walker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Bass is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, CD, they helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Drop 50.
They're going to look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
19 right. Check pass, check pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw again.
He completes this to Walker.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Panther 11. Warriors 17.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side, but this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 50 yards. downs. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 3. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's got his big wide receiver complete.
Here we go. Sack. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Come on. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Devon Hamilton
coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
On the 6.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Mustang 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Going right back to Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks! Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 20. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Back to throw it, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score. It's
It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Young.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with